Hello, hola, mabuhay, crazy bangers! Welcome or message, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, your ultimate passion buddy. I'm Atebang, bang bang, bang 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 bang, ba-da-dang, ba-da-dang, bang bang, bang. Hello, universe. Perfect. Yes, anyways, this is the part 2 of my reaction about the preliminary closed-door interview of the 71st Miss Universe 2022. And for today's video, we're going to react to Miss USA Arboninola, Venezuela, and South Africa. Okay, so let's watch their preliminary closed-door interview. I will not keep you waiting, but before that, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified every time I have a new upload.
We're ready to go and we're gonna have fun. I was 17 and I was arriving to study fashion design in Italy.
Ooh.
So my dad was a soccer player and then he was a soccer coach. He still is a soccer coach. So I grew up with soccer around. And it was an interesting experience because I was just arriving to study. You know, I didn't have much experience. But I took the chance, and I think that's something that has characterized my life, you know, like taking the risk and going after it. Well, luckily my parents have supported me a lot, also because having a father that was a football player, soccer player, he always went after his dreams no matter what. So he supported me every time I needed to. And my mom was a little bit more, you know, like eclectic, like, are you sure you want to study
She's so
fashion
charming.
design? But in the moment I told them, like, this is what I want to do, this is my passion, and I really feel it in my heart that I want to follow it. They were just like, we trust you, go ahead. And I won the scholarship.
Natural speaker.
It
Wow.
was in English initially, and then a month before they told me it was in Italian, or I had to move to another city. And they, once again, they were like, you can do that. I mean, it's learning a new language. You're in Rome studying fashion design, so what can go wrong? My
Wow.
biggest strength, well, I think that those strengths are developed because of our life experiences. And we moved around the world. Like, I lived in South Africa, in Chile, in Colombia, in Spain, in Italy.
Ooh.
And that made me an adaptable person. And I do think that's something that at the moment when I was like 7, 8 years old, I felt like, why is it happening to me? You know, like moving around and having to start from scratch every single year in school. And then I figured out it became part of my DNA. Now, after graduating from high school, I looked for the scholarship. I wanted to study abroad. I went to study English in Canada, then I went to for the scholarship, then I moved to Chile, then I moved in Venezuela back again for the Miss Venezuela. So I think adaptability is a main characteristic that now it runs through my veins.
Wow.
Okay, all right. It's part of my latest collection. Yeah, I'm a fashion designer. And it was inspired in the 𝙪𝙪 culture. The 𝙪𝙪 culture is a community located in Colombia and Venezuela. And their graphics are inspired by their dreams. And they usually weave it manually, but I made this one digitally, and then I sent it to weave on a loom. So this is one in the universe, like there's no other like this one. And it's a versatile piece. You can like use it in different ways. You can just play with this. Well, the colors, I try to look for something vibrant, just as the 𝙪𝙪 culture uses them. But in that moment, I was about to talk to Vicky from Ukraine, but I think she just passed. So there was like a message behind all, but well,
Ooh.
that's true. It's not as versatile, but it's challenging
Oh.
because of that same thing.
Okay, I think that's the 3 minutes, right? Oh, they uploaded 4 minutes, so they repeat the first part of the interview. Anyways, I just would love to listen more and more of what Venezuela is trying to tell, her message, and she's just a genuine person. She's so relatable. She's just a natural speaker, and you know, there's a charming attitude. Like, she's so magnetic, you know. She's giving me some vibrant personality, and yeah, I'm just so smiling. I mean, I'm just so happy listening to her answers. I mean, she's just a sweetheart. I love her. Amanda, pretty, witty, and charming. Oh my gosh, I want her to be my sister. Oh, anyways, guys, let's move on. Let's watch South Africa. Okay. Okay.
Ordinary Tuesday, but I'm doing good. How are you? You can imagine, every single conversation turns into a sermon. Whenever you do something, you know that you're going to get a lesson out of it. But as a child, I used to think this is so boring. Why are they doing this? But now that I'm grown up, I realize that the woman that I am today is all because of those little lessons that they always implanted in me, and I can stand here confidently because of that.
Amazing.
You know, I get that question a lot, but it actually does, yes and no, because the pressure, because the country now is so invested in the Miss Universe journey, which is great on the one side because they support me so much and I feel their love when I stand here. But on the other side, I know that I'm in good hands, and I also know that it's possible, because if women from South Africa with similar backgrounds to mine could walk this journey and become successful, then I know that I can also do the same.
Amazing.
So for me, the biggest thing with the title is the personal growth that I can get of it, but also what I can do in terms of girls' education, because I come from a village, and so growing up I saw that there was a big gap between the quality of education that we get in the rural areas versus in the more urban areas. And so what I would like to do is to use the platform to raise awareness, but to also now, with my new connections and the new resources that I will have, to take it forward and make sure that we bridge that gap in whichever way that we can. I think our personalities, first of all, yes, we come from the same country, but we are completely different people, and the things that we have to offer are entirely different. There are different people who, when they see me, they are inspired, versus somebody else who saw a Zozi or a Demi Lee and was inspired. Yeah, absolutely. I remember growing up, we'd go to church every single day, but even in the house, it would be a church sermon in any case. And as a child, it wasn't always the best part, but I think now that I look back, I'm very grateful because it helps me to be confident. And you know, before I do anything big, I pray, and that kind of centers me. So I'm very grateful that my parents kind of taught me that, and to be religious and to have faith, you know. And they always told me that the core of it all is really love, because a lot of times with religion we know that people have their differences, but my parents taught me that it's always about love and forgetting all the rules but always leading with love. That was really huge. And I remember there was a time in my first year where I also felt like it's so difficult. Who do I think I am that I can do this, you know, because I've never seen it been done in my family. And that's also why representation matters so much to me, because I've seen that when you don't see things being done, it's really hard to do them. But I also decided that it's going to be my responsibility to then be the first, so that my nephews and my nieces and the children coming after me know that it is possible, and I can stand here and speak, you know, confidently because of my education as well. Yeah. Wow. I would say it's a weakness and a strength, I would say, because I'm someone who doesn't like to plan to the end. I don't like to plan everything, because I believe that when you leave room for things to go accordingly, that's when you can actually enjoy the journey. But it's not always a good thing, because sometimes you do need to plan to a certain extent. So that's why I would also say it's a weakness. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And I would say yes, because I'm intentionally trying to be a role model. Like I said earlier on, when I feel like something is not being done, I always take it as my responsibility to be the first to do it. And a question that I always ask myself to just keep myself accountable is, if I'm not sure about something I want to do, I ask myself, if the whole world lived like this or did what you're about to do, what kind of a world would we live in? And so I think that really holds me accountable to being a role model. I'm the last, I'm the baby. Yeah. Oh, my sister couldn't be here. She's my best friend because she just had a baby, but my parents are, I'm an aunt, yeah. But my parents are on their way right now. They're on a flight to New Orleans. Yeah, they're first time in the States as well as mine. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. South Africa. She's like, you know, kumakain ng mic in Philippines. I mean, she can slay. All the questions she can answer so well. Very conversational based on her experience, cultural background, educational background. I'm so just speechless listening to her answers. It really struck my heart, and I'm speechless. I don't know what to say exactly. South Africa nailed this interview. She could have like done better in the preliminary competition evening gown. I just really don't like her evening gown during the preliminary competition, honestly. That's why I'm so worried. But this interview, after watching this, I think she can be in the top 5, right? After her performance with the final, the gown and everything. This is such a slayer. Oh my gosh. South Africa. Wow. She ate the microphone. Oh my gosh. Everything, everything. I'm so impressed. Such a very eloquent speaker. Bravo. Okay, now let's go with our winner, Miss USA Arbonne Nola.
Hello, I'm Miss USA. My name's Arbonne Gabriel. It's a dream come true to be here. You know, I've learned from that, and I guess background, as when I won Miss USA, there was false allegations that it was rigged, and this was seen in the public eye. It was on the media outlets and news everywhere, and it was very sad to see because all of my hard work felt overshadowed. And something I would say to people is, I believe everything in life happens for a reason. I questioned, why is this happening to me? I felt like I didn't deserve it, but I'm a person of faith, and I feel like God was giving me this challenge to overcome and to show everyone that even the negative comments and what people say do not define who you are.
Wow.
And I feel like because it was in the public eye, I've shown people resiliency. I've learned to stand strong in who I am, stand strong in my truth. And for people that still don't believe, I just work hard every day. I'm working hard here at Miss Universe to show why I deserve to be here. And I just hope time will just allow people to see more and more of who I am. And I just believe the hard work will show for itself.
Wow.
Oh, I think it's so important. Diversity, it really cultivates an open mindset. I love being able to learn about other people and how they say hello differently, or even foods that are different, and it really allows us to not judge. I am actually the first Filipina American Miss USA, and since I won, thank you, there are little girls that message me and they say they see themselves in me, and I love that they can see how a woman that looks like me also looks like them. I need girls to believe in themselves, and diversity just makes everybody feel seen, because we all want to feel seen and heard at the end of the day. I love that question because I actually thought that before I joined pageants, and then I really dove in and learned what it was all about. And it's more than just the glamour and the photo shoots and the runway. And I really aim to show people how it's transformed my life. I've become such a great communicator. I used to be extremely shy, and I'm very, very focused on showing people the hard work behind it, the advocacy. I'm here for sustainable fashion. I upcycle pieces, and it's really about showing what you want to give to the world. I actually made this outfit to represent that. Yes, so the story behind that is a thunderstorm. And going back to the Miss USA challenges that I've had, it was very chaotic. I mean, there was days I felt depressed, but I feel like we need to look for the beauty in chaos and the beauty in the thunderstorm. I think we're all going through a storm, or we're just leaving one or headed in one, and that's life. And I wanted to represent that here. So I kind of this is like dark clouds, I would say. I painted them on, and I just wanted to share my story and how I love being a designer, somebody that's been sewing for 13 years, and really just inspire people to move forward no matter what. I would say it's absolutely important. Extremely important. I have big shoes to fill, and I just hope my reign shows everybody that you can be a hard worker and achieve anything you want in your own unique way like I am. Well, don't get me wrong, it is amazing. I feel very blessed to be Miss USA. It was just very unexpected after I won. There was just a few false allegations that it was rigged, so it kind of was detrimental to my mindset going forward for Miss USA, that it was in a public eye. And it was very sad for me for people to think that I would have lied my way to get here after all the hard work. So I felt like everything in life happens for a reason though, and that hardship really made me stronger. And I feel like this was a message for me to show everyone that no matter what people think, you can stand strong in who you are. And so that's why I'm wearing this, and I made this to share that story with everybody. I hope it inspires people. I would love to be able to connect with people all over the world instead of just in my country. Something I love to do is teach sewing classes to women that have survived from domestic violence and human trafficking. And it's providing unique opportunities that people have never had before to build their confidence and set them forward on a new path in life. So I would love to expand on that all over the world, not just in my country, and connect face to face with women. I'm mentoring some here in my country now, and it's making a world of difference to support them and be on their way and help them flourish. I would love to amplify that all across the globe, also in schools as well. I go and talk to children about failure and accepting failure, and I think this is a message I can do more than just in my country. They have been very supportive, as you know. I'm half Filipino. My dad is from the Philippines, and he actually immigrated to America with $20 in his pocket and the American dream, and he really taught me that you can pave your way to success.
Wow. The conviction, the heart, the inspiration. She turned the pain into power. I mean, she deserved to be the next Miss Universe. That's a no question. She's the Miss Universe 2023. Bravo. Perfect. And that ends our reaction video. Oh my gosh. I love listening to Miss Universe contestants who are like sharing their experiences in this platform. I am so inspired. I love them. This is women empowerment, and though I feel like I'm gay, but yeah, I'm so empowered too. This is such an inspiration. So, oh, perfect, everyone. Let me know your favorite, guys. All of them slayed this competition, this round, right? Bravo. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.